So today let's talk about family-friendly trails here in Zion. Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
Last year we sold our house and we're traveling across the country with our kids.
Hi, my name's Goose, and this is Maverick. Come join us.
Day 2 at Zion National Park, and today will be our first time taking what, kiddo?
The bus thing?
The bus thing. The free shuttle. Are you coming up here? Okay, come on up.
Yes.
So, if you did not know, which I actually didn't know until I looked into it, 90% of the park you cannot access with your public vehicle. You have to take the free shuttle to get up to most of the hikes and most of the views in the park. And speak of the devil, here it is.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Alright, as I was saying,
We're going!
Goose has been very excited to take the bus. The last time we were on public transportation is when we were in DC. We really don't use public transportation that often. Even before we were traveling, I never used it in downtown or anything like that. So even for me, this is a little weird to be on public transportation. I know a lot of you probably ride it every single day. Heads up, usually the public transportation does not look like this. In some of the peak months, I have heard that you can wait hours for a bus. Like there's lines around the block if you're going like during the middle of the day in the middle of the summer. Lucky for us, it's after 2 o'clock, so it's later in the day, and it's actually November, so it's like the very end.
I'm an interpretive ranger here. I'm going to tell you.
So it's like very end of the season.
Break it down to a second, a millionth of a dream. Go, go, go for the limit with the power of belief. Just soak it up like a flower, like a summer field, aching to be healed. Just rain on me. You blow me into space, the power of your embrace. Lift me up the ceiling, up and away. Fly me over the rivers, bring me to this feeling, up and away.
We've been tossing sticks and leaves into the water.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's been so thrilling. We have to go from one side to the other side and over to this side.
It is gorgeous though. Check out the beautiful sunset on this stream here. So our first hike of the day is Weeping Rock. It is a super simple half-mile round trip hike.
Oh my goodness.
So today let's talk about family-friendly trails here in Zion. There are tons of trails that are amazingly popular, like the Narrows and Angel's Landing, that might not be family friendly, definitely not with ones this small. So today we wanted to highlight a few trails that are family friendly, good for hikes for kids under the age of 10, because once your kids get older than that, they're probably self-sufficient enough that they can do some of the bigger, more exciting hikes out here, like Angel's Landing and the Narrows. But for ones like this is a perfect place to start. Canyon Overlook Rim that we did yesterday was excellent, and then today we're starting off with Weeping Rock. Both short, simple hikes with big payoffs at the end. What'd you see? Wawa? That's pretty cool, huh?
But it's weird. That's what goes into the river that we saw.
Yeah, the creeks are combining into one bigger creek. Creek or creek? Comment down below.
Creek.
it is. Matt, we made it to the top. Oh, do you feel the drips? It's like you're walking through the rain. Did you get dripped on? So cool. I can't imagine what this would be like on a super wet day, because it hasn't rained in a while. And it's just dripping. How you doing, Mom? Who doesn't love hiking in soaking wet socks and shoes, right? Okay, is the view looking out over there not gorgeous? Like, seriously, it's like the valley of the great beyond.
What? Okay, Littlefoot. It's like the weeping rock.
Right, it looks like rain, and it sounds exactly like rain. That is so cool. With the sun right there, this angle, I actually probably think this is better than early morning.
It's me, Miss Washington.
Back through the rain, it's raining on us!
Get me wet! Get me wet!
All right, Ash, on a scale of 1 to 10 for family friendliness, what would you rate this trail?
Oh, it was perfect. I would have let Maverick climb it, but it was quite steep, so she didn't want to. Actually, she was taking too long.
As far as like 10 being like max friendliness and 1 being like low friendliness, I would rate this up there around 8 or 9 for a family friendly trail. All right, the next trail on our list today is the Grotto Trail. This is a nice little 1.1 mile hike, I believe, that's supposed to be excellent for viewing wildlife. Do you see it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Deer.
Do you remember what kind of deer it is? It's not a whitetail, it's a mule deer. What do you see?
Moo.
What is it?
Moo.
Is it a deer? It is crazy how acclimated they are to people. I was literally 10 feet from it before it started moving.
Moo.
Is that cool? Say bye-bye, deer. There's a buck over there, guys.
And a female.
Goose actually spotted him in the distance earlier. Did you see the deer?
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is this like a Jurassic Park log?
Yeah.
Totally could see the gallimimus running over it. The deer are walking the trail with us. So cool. See? Do you see the deer? Hamburger. Venison. So as I was saying before we approached the deer, this Grotto Trail is supposed to be really good for viewing wildlife, hence the deer we just saw. So I don't know what else we'll see, but it's a great, simple little hike that I believe leads all the way to the lodge. Oh, sorry, are you shushing me? Apparently I'm scaring the animals away. So anyways, the Grotto Trail is trail number 2 for the day.
Super weird to be walking along and you have like grass and trees and then cactus.
It's super random. Although I guess we are in a desert, it just doesn't feel like it right here. Are you liking this hike, Mav? Yeah, what do you see? Yeah? Oh, okay. So if the Weeping Rock Trail was like an 8 as far as friendliness, what would you rate this? Like straight up 10?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get much easier than this, right?
It's like going for a walk at your house.
I would say it's like going to the
With
neighborhood
beautiful
park.
views.
The
Yeah.
neighborhood park only with wild deer and whatnot. So this one is definitely a 10 rating as far as family friendliness goes. Whew, But be sure you have your jackets because when that sun sets, man, it gets cold.
I am made to be free. I am made to be free.
Perfect timing.
I thought we were gonna be stuck for a while, but we're good.
Definitely the best time of year to come as far as waiting lines go. The only time we had to wait was because they had construction going on.
Yep.
But these other 2 times, we literally have this whole bus to ourselves. Third and final day here in Zion National Park. We're headed to a ranger program, like a ranger talk, because in order for Goose to complete her junior ranger program, we have to sit in on at least one of those talks, and we found one that is right up Goose's alley. It is about animals and it is about music. It's like musical symphony of animals, so I'm really excited for that. And then after that class, we're gonna go out and do some more hiking.
And it was like, ow, ow, ow! Right? And I was like, oh my gosh. And then off in the distance, answering back, ow, ow, ow. You can, everybody has to sing with me. Okay. 1, 2, here we go. I know you can't see me, but I am here. Hey ladies, dive. You're too close. Yay! Good job, you guys. Now,
What did you think of the class, Goose?
So much fun.
What animal noise did you like the best? The rattlesnake, or I bet you the coyote was your favorite, huh? Can you make the coyote noise?
Oh!
That class was awesome. Not only was it like informational, but the ranger made it fun for the kids, and it was short enough that it kept her attention span. So definitely a fun little class learning about the different animals and the noises they make. But now it's time to pack up, hop on the shuttle bus, which Goose is very excited for.
Can we run in the back and the front?
We'll see what's open. And then I think we're gonna go do the emerald pool, the lower emerald pool. Unfortunately, the upper emerald is closed, which I actually wanted to go to because I think our favorite hikes are the intermediate level hikes. The beginners are pretty easy. They're all paved and flat and smooth, which isn't horrible, but we really liked the hikes like the Canyon Overlook Trail. That was an intermediate, but it's hard to find an intermediate trail that is under about 2 miles. 2 or 3 miles is like our max. So there aren't very many open. Unfortunately, the Emerald Pool one, which was one of those hikes, is closed because of a rock slide. So I think we're gonna do the lower pool and then maybe the river walk, which leads up to the Narrows. Well, that's the plan at least. Don't waste all your energy, we got hiking to do. You ready to go for a hike? Yeah, me too. Next trail, you guys, is the river walk.
Best water park.
The River Walk Trail. This is the very last stop all the way up the canyon, and this is the trail you have to take to get to the Narrows. So to get to the Narrows, first you have to do the mile out to the end of the paved path, and then that's when you start walking through the stream up the narrow part of the canyon, which is the Narrows. So the easy part is rated easy for beginners and everything. It's paved pretty much the whole way. Even wheelchairs can get all the way up there, and it's a 2-mile round trip. So that's what we're for sure gonna do. Goose really wants to go up in the water and play around in the water and see how far we can go up there, but I have no idea how what the conditions are like. I can't imagine it's flowing too hard because it hasn't rained in a while, but when you do that, you are guaranteed to get your feet and pants wet. So I don't know how deep that is and how wet we want to get, but maybe me and Goose will try a little bit of that because it kind of reminds me of when we were in Fern Canyon up in the Redwoods and we were hiking through the stream there, and that was amazing. So if it's anything like that, I know it would be fun and I know it would be awesome, but because we have the little one and Mom's not feeling too hot, I'm not sure how far we'll go up there.
I thought we had Maverick for Fern Canyon, didn't we?
We did, but she was super small then and Mommy was feeling okay. Actually, I lied. Mommy had her hurt ankle then, so she had troubles hiking through that too, and the water actually helped her ankle feel better. It's way past Maverick's nap time. She's all buckled up. Oh, I talk too loud. Shh. It's crazy, this whole wall is just a giant weeping rock. And then along the side of this trail here, the water just goes obviously to the lowest point possible. But it's so different. Coming from the Pacific Northwest, we have waterfalls of all sorts, but I don't really recall having the water weeping out of the middle of the rocks, because it's not coming off the top, it's soaking down into it and then coming out the sides. So as far as hikes go, this is definitely an easy hike, but because it's one of the easiest trails and one of the most scenic, it's also one of the busiest. So keep that in mind. Sometimes the less popular hikes, which don't have as many people on it, are more fun because it feels like you're more remote, you're more out in the middle of nowhere. Even though we have this crazy scenery, there's people passing by every 5 seconds. So, case in point right there. So just keep that in mind when you're choosing your trails. I love to find that middle sweet spot. Like I think the Canyon Overlook Trail was probably one of my favorite trails we've done. So what would you say has been your favorite trail so far?
They're all unique, but I really liked Canyon Overlook just because it's that actual hiking feeling.
Exactly, instead of like a paved trail, it's more rough and rugged. So surprisingly, me and Ash are actually on the same page as far as that goes. But then each trail has something unique. This one has hiking along the stream. The Grotto had the deer and the wildlife. The Weeping Rock.
The animal and the Weeping Rock.
The Weeping Rock was cool because you had that rock literally raining, the water raining down on top of you. So every trail has something unique and different about it. It's just kind of what you're in the mood for. Or if you can do them all, do them all. Alright guys, this is the end of the Riverwalk. This is where the Riverwalk ends and the Narrows begins. So from here you can hike upstream through the creek. It says it goes on for miles. There is no actual trail. You just go zigzagging up the river, up the canyon as far as you want. Goose, what are we doing?
Gonna walk through water.
What?
Gonna walk through water.
I really don't know how good of an idea this is, but we're going for it. At least a little ways up. Woo! How's it feel?
Wet.
A little cold?
Just a little.
Alright, you got it. Go ahead. Don't walk on the top of the slippery rocks. Walk on the bottom where it's less slippery. On the sand. That'll give you better traction. Alright, we're going straight across. Alright, for better or worse, we're going for it. We don't know how far we're gonna go, but we're at least gonna try and cross the river and get up and see around this corner. But I think they said the water's at about 40 degrees right now. So, you know, not too bad. You good? Is it a little cold? Alright, come on, let's go. Let's get out of it.
This is a little
Back in the sunshine. Alright, we've made it across. We've officially hiked the Narrows. How was it?
freezing cold. My feet are frozen.
Yeah, a little bit cold.
My feet are frozen.
But this is so cool here. Let's check out the cave. Anything in there? Any dragons?
Nothing.
No dragons?
Right there.
Yeah, this is water that's seeping out of the canyon wall here. So awesome!
This is so warm.
I would love to go miles and miles up there and get to where it gets really narrow, because the further up you go, the narrower it gets. What's up?
That water is warm.
Yep, because it's not coming from the river, it's coming from the rock, so it's not quite as cold. But from here, it looks like it gets a little more intense. All right, we made it. We're headed back. Try and keep your pants clean and dry. Are you laughing back there, Maverick? Yeah? All right, at the age of 1, Maverick has hiked the Narrows. How you doing, Mom?
Are you cold?
My feet are
She didn't want to cross again. Once we got up there in the shade, she's like, I'm a little cold. For those of you actually considering doing the Narrows and maybe going a little further than we did, they do actually rent out gear. You'll see if you hike this trail, a lot of the people have these like dumbbell waders, what are they called? Like hip waders or something? That go all the way down to the boots.
They're like dry suits.
Exactly, so they're like dry suits for your lower half of your body, which is probably the smart way to do it. So if you are gonna hike up the Narrows, I would consider either doing that yourself, if you have a pair, or renting a pair, because in the shade it does get cold.
In the summer, it'd probably be really nice.
Actually,
'cause
yeah, that's true.
In the shade, it's probably really nice, and then you get in the water.
But it's high 50s right now, so it's not freezing, but it is definitely chilly when you're in 40-degree water. Especially when you roll up your pants and get all wet. All right, guys, it is snack time. What do we got, Mom?
Ritz Bits.
Of course. How's your snack, Maverick? Is it good?
My feet are freezing.
That's because you were walking in freezing cold water, you silly kid. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. Chilling by the side of the stream, eating some snacks in a national park on a beautiful warm day. Even though my feet are freezing, it is gorgeous out here. Best part of the hike, or was the water better?
Well, animals in the water.
Animals in the water, I agree. So there are some optional side trails along the Riverwalk track. Like me and Goose right now are out here right next to the water.
Riverwalk.
The Riverwalk. So there are some other trails if you want to be a little bit more adventurous and go off the paved road, which is always more fun in me and Goose's opinion. Mom's up there with Maverick because it is
You can
way past nap time. Oh yeah, there they are right there. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hi,
So-
Dad.
But oh my goodness, this is just so impressive. Like the scale of these walls is so crazy. Obviously the camera never does it justice, but this place is beautiful.
Oh, Daddy, I think this is the bush.
Is it? Okay, is that part of the Junior Ranger program? You gotta find plants and animals, right?
What's in that? Is that cricket?
I don't know, is it? Whoa, 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 walk.
W?
W, good.
K.
Good. And then did we recycle it? We haven't recycled it yet, but we will. It's in the car to recycle. So you can put yes, Y-E-S. We're all done with our hike. So to finish up the day, we are gonna go and submit Goose's first Junior Ranger worksheet. We've never done these before, but it's a super cool program they do for kids. They have different age ranges. So if your kid's older, it gets a little more difficult, or if they're younger, it's a much easier thing to accomplish. You tell me first, what did you learn in your Ranger Talk this morning? What did we learn about?
Oh, the rattlesnakes make those shaky things.
Yeah, the rattle noises.
Yeah.
And what did the birds do?
Chee.
Yeah, they started out high and went low. So how about we'll just say we learned about animal noises.
How about this?
Can you nod your head?
Okay, awesome. Do you promise to keep exploring?
Keep adventuring.
and keep learning and come back sometime and finish the Narrows
With Daddy.
high five me.
What?
Woo! All right.
What are you saying?
Ma'am, you have earned the right to wear the badge of the Junior Ranger. Congratulations. Good work.
What do you say? Thank you so much. That's pretty awesome, guys. It's like actually carved out of wood. There's a little pin. Can I have it, Goose? Can you give it to Dad? Just a little bit. Come on, I helped you.
That's so
I helped you earn it. Just let me borrow it, please, just for a little bit.
Okay guys, so we just finished a extremely early dinner. We did not expect to have dinner here, but we got here and we smelled the smell and it drew us in. It smelled so good.
It was amazing.
It was the best burger. What do you think? Was it delicious? She was telling us, she's like, this chicken is amazing. Anyway, so we went to, I think it was called Zion Brew and Pub? Pub and Brew? Something? I thought it was a coffee shop. I was very excited at first. And then James was like, no, I think it's a brewery. And it was. But I am not complaining.
So just outside the park, across the river here from the visitor center, there's this whole little shopping complex where there's like a grocery store, there's this brew pub, there's gift shops and all that is technically outside of the park. So if you're staying at the RV park here or at one of the campgrounds nearby, you can just come in here and shop and whatnot. The prices are a little bit more than normal, but I think that's what you pay for Sorry, Maverick really wants to talk. That's what you pay for having a grocery store basically inside of a national park. Anyways, we are done for the day.
I would say that the prices at the
Oh yeah, the brewery.
I would say the prices at the brewery were really reasonable. Like we even had pretzel sticks. I'm just gonna give away all of our, stuff. We had pretzel sticks and they were amazing and it was $3.
Yeah, $3 pretzel sticks. What?
For sticks and cheese.
Anyways, we are heading home. That does it for Zion. This was our final day in the park. We're packing up and leaving tomorrow. So until next time, guys, remember, stay positive, get out there. Life is an adventure. So make some memories.